Ang dami ko lang naalala na umayos yung family nila kasi sabay na sila naglalakad, they do fitness together. Without me proving it sa sarili, hindi ko sila ma-influence.
What do you think is the most important value na natuturo ng mga tao that really takes their fitness and transformation journey seriously?
The value of self-dash, yung mga self-respect. For me kasi, you cannot pour from an empty cup.
How did you make Minimalist Fitness a product that is so good? Kahit ebook lang siya.
Unang step na ginawa ko, binasa ko yung book na Launch, Jeff Walker. First launch ko, I earned 300K. And within 6 months, I got my first million.
Do you think it's still possible in today's world?
Ang key ingredient doon, it's not the launch It's the results that I give to people.
Isa sa mga paulit-ulit na theme na lumalabas sa'yo is really the community. And you mentioned, like, if you do this, you'll get fit, you'll get the abs, you can get knowledge, the mindset. But where does relationship come in play? And how do you think what you're doing benefits the relation aspect of someone's life?
Ang dami ko lang naalala na umayos ng clients na posting na umayos yung family nila. Kasi sabay na sila naglalakad, they do fitness together. And their children, parang happy sila na, alam mo, meron kasi ko na, especially moms, meron mga mom guilt na for the first time in their life, na pinaprioritize sa sarili nila. Ayun lang. Tapos makikita mo sila graduating to someone na nalipat yung limiting belief dati na I have to be a martyr, I have to unahin lagi yung iba. Tapos makikita mo na sa huli na yun lang, proud sila na nagiging example sila for their family, for their children, na hindi pala, may other version pala ng love, which is yun, yung self-love. So, benefiting sa mga benefits sa relationship is yun nga, yung mga mindsets, yung mga paano mag-manage ng emotions, ng triggers. Kasi sa fitness, ang dami niyan. Yep.
Do you also talk about that in Kaizen? Like the emotional management talaga?
May department kami doon.
Talaga?
PD.
Okay. Alright.
So,
sige.
Ayun, yung mga triggers lang. Kasi one of the mindsets that I teach is yung being proactive. So may vision ako, parang radical proactivity. Parang no blaming, always pointing the finger of blame sa sarili so you can take action, so you can find solutions. So in application sa relationship, ayun na parang hindi lagi kasalanan ni hubby, ni wife, but ano yung contribution ko dito sa nangyayari sa amin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are some stories? I saw you kanina that you remembered a lot of stories. Can you share, like, you don't need to name drop. Can you share like a story of what happened with like a certain family or relationship after they attended Kaizen?
Ang pinaka-pronounce lang talaga is next season kasama na nila buong pamilya nila.
Talaga?
No, kasi ang hirap, lagi ito, even sa team, laging bukang bibig na ang hirap i-explain ng Kaizen. Parang makikita lang, isasama lang nila. So, kunwari, marami kaming initiatives na kita-kits Kunwari, Sports Fest, may mga ganoon. Tapos mga UP Walk, yan, mga... Tapos isasama nila yung family member nila, makikita doon na grabe iba yung paano kayo mag-usap, iba yung mindset. Tapos yun, maingganyo na sila na sige na, sali na ako.
Nasasama sila na.
Tapos Sports Fest, ito kakatapos ng Sports Fest, sama nila yung mga kids nila.
Yeah.
Yun yung pinaka-naalala ko.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I know that more than people getting also into fitness, it's really like a topic that rarely gets brought up sa family. Kasi syempre pag family kayo, ano yan unconditional love. Like everyone just accepts everyone, but it takes a lot of courage for people to actually talk about, hey, we need to fix our health. Kailangan talaga nating ayusin to.
Yep, yeah. Agree. Kaya yun yung goal nila, yung mga sumasali na una, parang ako muna. Kasi without me proving it sa sarili, hindi ko sila ma-influence.
Yeah. I haven't asked this question pala kanina. Why Kaizen? Why the word or the term Kaizen? We've been in Japan, by the way, last month. Beautiful. Sobrang nasasepangs ako every time I remember. Sobrang nakakatuwa talaga sa Japan. And Kaizen, correct me if I'm wrong, it's continuous improvement. Tama?
Yep.
How did you come across the term? Why? Why did you choose that?
Bukong bibig ko na siya dati pa. Influenced by RPG games. So, bata ako, yun lang ginagawa ko. PlayStation, grind, leveling up. Kasi ang peak curiosity ko talaga is yung once I get to this level, ano kayo yung weapons, yung armor skills na makukuha ko, ma-unlock ko, the dungeons, the bosses. So, ayun lang. As I went through my journey sa entrepreneurship, nagbabasa ng books, yun lang, tumatak sa akin yung word na continuous improvement. Kaizen. And then, pinatato ko siya dito. That was 2017.
Yeah. Wala pang Kaizen program?
Wala pa. So parang ito nga rin yung nag-manifest.
Nauna yung tato.
Oo, nauna yung tato.
Okay. I love that. And I hope that a lot more people get to really see how amazing Kaizen is. I'll link it down below, guys. You can check it out. But now I want to go a little bit about much more of the dip, but more on a bigger scale.
Okay.
Like I'm curious how you tie all of the things, and curious ako on a personal note as well. Like, how do you deal with failures? Because I feel like if you're a person na ano sa fitness, medyo ano ka na, strong. Alam mo yun? But I also think that since yun yung facade, like a lot of people, they go to the gym, yung mga syempre na heartbroken, gym sila, papaganda sila katawan. But deep inside, they're struggling with so much. Have you experienced that? And how did you come out of it, if ever?
Yeah, thank you for the question. So, agree doon sa iba na parang gym, exercise, health, fitness can be helpful talaga, diba? Pag-manage ng emotions. But sometimes, nagiging escape siya sa iba eh. Kasi, diba, wala namang, especially the gym goers, kung may identity ka na bodybuilder ka, na fitness enthusiast ka, diba yun lang yung takbuhan mo. So, yes, I've dealt with a lot of misfortunes sa buhay, sa business, sa failures. Pero ang pinaka naka-help lang sa akin is yung mindset lang na it's teaching me something. Or it's a door na na-open na kailangan ko experience for me to enter that door. Kasi yung door na yun yung mag-lead sa akin dun sa next.
Yeah.
So, ayun. Basically, yun yung sagot ko kanina na it's just papunta dun sa path. Kaya lang may roadblock dun na parang may block ka dito na, sige, God, universe, i-resolve natin yan. I'll give you this test.
Yeah.
And, ayun, deal with it. Either you pass or not.
Yeah.
If not, uulit lang naman yung diba? Uulit ka lang dito sa loop na to.
Yeah.
But if you pass, you get to that next place.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Like, I'm curious, pagdating sa, like, what do you think is the strongest or the most important value na natuturo ng mga tao that really takes their fitness and transformation journey seriously?
The value of self-dash, yung mga self-respect, self-care. Ayun, for me kasi, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So, yun yung pinaka-value niya. Na pag inayos mo yung sarili mo, mas makakapag-contribute ka sa mga tao sa paligid mo. As opposed to going direct sa labas nang hindi ka pa puno. So, parehas naman tama, di ba? Pero, for me, ganun lagi yung transformation sa akin, inside out. Na pag may nangyari, pag may kailangan i-solve, parang lagi siyang dito sa muna, sa loob mo na parang ano yung kailangan ko i-ayusin sa akin so that hindi na siya maulit. Hindi siya parang fix that and then it will solve. Kasi, mapapalitan lang naman yun ng bagong ano eh.
Yeah.
So, always, fitness taught me that na ako muna. And everything else will follow.
Yeah. I think it's really hard also for, you mentioned earlier, mothers specifically to adapt that value. But it is essential, no?
Yep.
Parang, like I have so much respect for people or for mothers na talagang binubuhos talaga yung buhay nila. But also in the long run, if you want it to become really sustainable as well, parang even my mother, I tell my mother, like, you gotta choose yourself bago kami.
Yep.
Kasi mas na-enjoy namin yung masayang ikaw.
Yep.
yung version ng nanay ko na maraming self-respect, self-love, self-care. Yun yung gusto kong nanay.
Yep.
So parang I really push my mother to like take care of herself as well. So yeah, I agree with what you said as well. Thank you so much for sharing that. I still have a few minutes. So I want to go over the business side.
Go ahead.
I'm so interested talaga sa...
Actually, mas gusto ko nga yung business.
So business side. I'm so interested on the business side of things. In how you did it. You mentioned for a very long time, minimalist fitness. It's an ebook. Tama.
Yep.
You've gotten so many transformation.
Yep.
The main parang question mark ng mga tao, it's just an ebook or parang especially ngayon ang dali nang gumawa ng ebook. How did you make minimalist fitness a product that is so good that transforms people's lives kahit ebook lang siya?
Okay, so for context, minimalist fitness, that's yung selling price niya 2K. 2K.
Okay.
And binasa ko, yung unang step na ginawa ko, binasa ko yung book na Launch, Jeff Walker.
Okay.
Tapos parang...
Yung ba yung kulay blue?
Yeah.
Yung kulay blue. I think I have it. Ayun. Hindi. Traction pala eh. But yeah, yung Launch na.
Yeah, Launch.
Jeff Walker.
Tapos yun lang, sinunod ko lang na paano mong launch ng product. Tapos yun, natunan ko, ako, more on sulat ako talaga eh, not the video. So, in-apply ko lang siya sa sulat. Tapos, first launch ko, that was, I earned 300K. First ever.
First launch?
Yeah. Pumili ako ng PlayStation noon, yun yung reward sa sarili ko.
Okay. Walk me through that. First launch. 300K.
300K.
Did you believe that you would reach 300?
No. Hindi talaga.
Yun lang, launch, in-apply mo, and then you got 300,000.
Yeah. Tapos parang mayroon akong twist doon na parang bakit hindi ito gawin every month, every other month? Kasi parang yung understanding ko noon, one big launch eh. Siguro once a year, twice a year. Parang ginawa ko sa Kaizen ngayon. Pero sabi ko noon, bakit hindi siya gawin every month, every other month? Eh di tinest ko. That was, 2017. One person, may tao ko noon isa. Ayun lang, inulit-ulit ko siya and within 6 months, I got my first million.
No.
Yun lang talaga siya.
And you did a couple of launches. Did it parang was it an average of 300,000 or may mga better months, may mga worse months?
Meron. Pero that was the lowest na eh. Kasi parang next year nun, parang every launch millions.
Yeah. Do you think it's if anyone's listening to this right now and naisip na talaga pwede pala yun, do you think it's still possible in today's world?
Yes. Kasi the way I do Kaizen is still the same eh. But in Kaizen, I get times 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So, ang key ingredient doon, it's not the launch eh. But my main core sa marketing ko, it's the results that I give to people. So, yes, naka 300K ako the first launch. Pero kasi yung Tenga days ko, kunwari nag-launch nuts, parang, okay, tapos ako sa marketing, pahinga ako, maglalaro muna ako. Pero it's how I take care of the people inside the community. Kasi kung wala silang results, hindi mag-i-scale yung business. So ako, the way I do launch is ulit-ulit lang talaga. But the difference is, iba-iba na yung pinopost kong transformation.
Yeah.
So nagugulat yung mga tao, ang daming results.
Sinecheck ko nga yan eh. Pare-parehas kayo pinopost. Iba-iba guys. Iba-iba lumalabas sa newsletter.
Ang dami talaga. So, yun yung enticing, appealing for the market. Yun din yung discover ko sa business. Ang papatok lang naman, ang highest sales lagi na makukuha natin na product is, first one is yung bago. Kasi bago, may bagong product si Cholim, si Alec, bibiling ko yan. So, yun yung highest. Next component is yung nagbibigay ng results. if bago yung product mo and then wala na siyang result, hindi mo na siya ma-market the same way as your first.
Continuously, yeah.
Mhm. So that's why Kaizen works, that's why MF works sa marketing kasi nakikita nila na ang daming results. Dapat lumagpas ka dun sa good, better, average, bad.
Yeah.
Oo, that's trajectory niya pataas talaga.
Anong parang principle mo? Kasi if those are the numbers, why are you not launching a lot every month? Like launching new products every single time?
So, ang principle ko doon is you also have to balance it sa branding mo.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be the person na just sell. Diba? Jab, right hook.
Yeah.
Ganon siya. Parang ayoko ma-perceive na, probenta lang naman to. So, yun pa rin. May balance pa rin na. May polarity pa rin sila.
Yeah. By the way, I really love the content that you're putting out. Like,
Thank you.
It's so good. Nababalance talaga siya. If you sign up sa newsletter niya, like, after 3 months, you're gonna sign up. You're gonna buy something from this guy. Like, this guy's a legend. But yeah, kasi nga, you balance it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you give, and then you take then that's when you take talaga.
Yep.
Yeah. How about team members?
Mm-hmm.
Since it's a business that can run very lean, konting tao lang, what's your principle about expanding the team? Do you try to keep it as lean as possible?
Okay, awatin kita dyan. The team is not small ngayon. We have 100 team members na.
Yeah.
So medyo malaki. But
you started before with
one admin lang. So ano yung question ulit? Sorry.
Yeah. So ngayon, hundreds. Do you try to like scale the team members? Parang we want to grow to like, let's say 1,000 team players, team members? Or do you want to keep it like 5, 10 lang tayo dito? Or like
parehas yung sagot ko actually. Kasi dumating ako sa point na okay, one man team kasi kaya ko naman lahat. Parang gano'n, may ego. Tapos nag-expand, naging 10, naging 15. Then doon yung sa 15, yung medyo exponential eh. That was season 3, naging 40, naging 70, and then 100.
Yeah.
Dumating ako sa point na okay, sige, more, alam mo yun, may belief pa na more is always better. Bigger is better. Tapos pagpunta ko doon, yun na, ang taas ng stress, lagas yung margin, ang dami mong minamanage, kailangan ng true leadership, ang dami mong pasan, kaya emotional toll. Ayun, tapos parang napa-question ako, ito ba yung gusto ko?
Mm-hmm.
Parang hindi, ito yung winish ko eh.
Di ba? Gusto mo lumaking team, ayun, lumaki na.
So, may dalawang side ako dyan na namimiss ko yung smaller team. Kasi kung pera lang ito guys kung gusto nyo lang maraming pera, huwag nyo palaking yung team.
Sabi ko nga rin yan sa team. Sabi ko, guys, kaya kong mag-edit ng videos. Ako na lang. Pero sabi ko, yeah, okay.
But if you want fulfillment, if you want impact, if you want, yun talaga, yung vision talaga. Yeah. So, endure that valley of whatever.
Yeah, well, disappointment. Malagpasan talaga yun. And now, ilan na kayo?
100. Siguro 80 to 100.
You have a lot of coaches. How many coaches?
40, 50.
40, 50. Tas yung others, marketing, sales?
Marketing, sales, ops, finance.
Grabe. From selling an ebook
to
building
big team talaga.
Big team talaga. Like, it's really inspiring. Like, pero nabanggit mo rin kanina, and so siguro isa sa mga last questions ko is like, because you've seen the massive opportunity online, and now you're more on the fulfillment kind of space. Now you also want to bring in some people, join the team. Let's all scale together. But is there like a ceiling for more in terms of helping people? Do you think you're gonna do this up until you're 60? Until you die? Is there like a cap na pag naabot ko to, okay na ako? Or is it more of like, I'm gonna do this forever?
So, the vision is changing the Philippines in a way na gusto ko yung personal development is the default in the country. Part siya ng daily lives natin. And the mission is initially 100K transformations. So yun yung tinatrack namin ngayon. So last season we had 600 So basically, we're getting over 1,000. Ayun lang, nagiging nerd lang kami sa tracking na kasi yun yung vision. 100K. Gusto namin, alam mo yun, may na-imagine ko na may site na nandyan lahat ng 100K
Oh my
transformation,
gosh,
tapos
yeah.
may celebration lang. So yun yung first milestone. Pero yeah, I'm thinking of ito na yun forever.
Yeah.
Hindi ko lang sure kung paano siya mag-manifest kasi open din naman ako na sa maraming ways.
Yeah.
Na parang hindi lang naman siya, okay, 100K transformation by Cholim. Hindi. Kasi hindi ko naman siya na-imagine na, imagine mo 1,000 transformations a year. That will take 100 years.
Yeah.
So hindi. Parang nag-expect ako na something exponential na mangyayari in a couple of years from now. Partnerships. Yun lang.
Yeah, you guys, you heard it first. If you see this man become a billionaire, a trillionaire, and reach that goal, you heard it first here. Dineclare namin yan dito sa podcast. But I'm sure with the community that's really the fuel for the motivation as well, it's gonna be it is truly possible for you, and I'm praying that would happen as well. I'm with you on this journey of like personal development for everyone. And I really support your mission here. And I'm just really, really happy to get to know you on this level dito sa podcast. Thank you so much for giving me your time and your energy and your, pumunta ka pa dito. Thank you so much.
Salamat. And ayun, salamat sa mga manonood nito. At nag-enjoy ako.
Yes, thank you. I'm happy to hear that. And marami pa tayong pag-uusapan.
Yeah.
Sa business side, pala doon ako nag-deep dive. Maraming pa akong tanong doon eh. But hopefully I can get you for another episode talking about that side naman.
I'm good.
But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Just to close this, final piece of advice to everyone who's maybe in a rut, who's maybe finding themselves in a hole of like the pattern of like bisyo, like paulit-ulit na lang nangyayari sa buhay but wants to cut it right now. What's the number one piece of advice you can give to them?
So if nakaka-feel kayo ng urge, ng inkling for a change, for a positive change, and parang may naglalaban na, next time na lang, next year na lang, Monday na lang, think na hindi mo kailangan ng one big change, but you can start very, very small. Like, mag-steps ka muna, even tracking your steps, hindi mo kailangan mag-enroll sa gym, hindi mo kailangan mag-meditate ng ilang minutes. So just start kasi yun yung habits mo na mabibuild mo in a couple of months, yun naman yung magdadala sa iyo dun sa dinedesire mo na life. So ako yun, start small.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And you heard it here, guys. Start small, start anywhere, just start. Okay. But again, thank you so much for saying yes to this. I enjoyed this episode so much. And first time ko rin atang dito sa side na to. So, na-request ni Cho. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Sobrang daming nuggets of wisdom for this one. So hopefully you share this with the people that you care about, with the people that you love. And I will link down all the social media profiles of Cho. You can also support him on his YouTube. He just launched it. So, hindi na lang mga newsletters. Mapapanood nyo na talaga siya and maririnig nyo na siya magsalita dito sa mga YouTube videos niya. Supportahan nyo rin yan. And also, I'll link down all the programs and the products where you can, buy kung ano yung mga pinag-usapan namin dito. But again, thank you so much. And if you like this one, give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button. We're growing here on YouTube. Thank you so much for all the support. And sa mga nagki-clippers din sa TikTok, Instagram, I see you guys. And thank you so much for everything. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.